The goods are secured. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put on my big girl panties and I'm gonna do it. It looks like the Friends door. Patience is a virtue that I don't have. Here goes nothing, I guess. I kind of hate it. Hello, everybody. How are you all this fine morning? And I keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Where are the turtles? It's not delusion, it's DiGiorno. Should we do it? This is what happens when you don't gauge swatch. You spend 6 hours of time on something that you have to frog. Well, good morning, everybody. I am on my way to the studio. It is very cold. Also, I am on the final season of Stranger Things. So to commemorate, I have crazy crimped 80s hair today. So, Ryan and I need to drive the baby out to my mom's house because my mom watches her 1 day a week. So, we need to get going here, but I wanted to come out here really quickly so I can grab yarn to finish a project because I'm doing a pattern test of a little, like a rainbow cloud, NICU, what do you call it? Tactile thing. You'll see what I mean when you see it. But I need to get some rainbow variegated yarn to do the tentacles on it. And then I also wanted to grab some eyeballs because I want to make some derpy tigers this afternoon. So I came to get some eyes. I don't know how many I want to make. I think I want to make at least 3. So let me grab 3 pairs. I'm going to use 18 millimeters. And backs, oh my gosh, it is cold. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now I got to grab rainbow yarn. I'm definitely thinking one of the tie-dye colors. Oh, that's cute. I could use this. This is Baby Bee Adorable, or something with all the colors in it. This is the color In Harmony from the chenille tie-dye. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with that. I just hope that I have enough of it. Oh, I do have another skein in here if I run out. Okay. So let's grab this. Ooh, or we use the pastels for the raindrops. You guys look at the floor and the couch from the window cling. It looks so beautiful and magical. I do need to vacuum in here though. But oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So I'm doing a pattern test for Naughty Nat on Instagram, and it is a little, well, mine is big because I use plush yarn and a 6.5 millimeter hook, but it is a little rain cloud, or, I mean, it's not meant to be like a sad rain cloud. It's a happy rain cloud, if that makes sense, for NICU babies, because babies who are born premature, especially all babies, but especially preemies, they really like to hold on to something that feels like an umbilical cord. So this little cloud has spirals on it, spiral tentacles, and then it looks like a little rainbow happy cloud. So I need to put the little tendrils on it. That's what I grabbed the tie-dye yarn for. If we can get out of the garage here with all the snow. Oh, narrowly missed. Listen to the sound of it. Before we head to my mom's though, we do need to stop at the post office and drop off some orders. I've got quite a few safety eye orders that need to go out, a few sticker orders, and then I have like 20 boxes of cereal bowl wall art that I sell on my Etsy shop that we just packed up the other night that need to go out. And because we had this storm, the post office was closed and they weren't delivering mail and stuff, but now they are finally open. So we're gonna get these dropped off and then I'll start working on my cloud. I got some happy mail from my friend Michelle at Crochet on the Kusa. She sent me some stickers and this adorable little pocket hug. Look at how sweet that is. And then she said, because I always complain about my nails being ratchet, she sent me some Lisa Frank inspired press-on nails. Just wanted to share. So thank you so much, Michelle. I really appreciate it. We will use those up good. Okay, let's work on these tentacles. I am home. It has been many hours. Ryan left for work a while ago. I took a little nap because I had to wake up early and I was exhausted, but here we are now. I am going to work on finishing this cloud. I did lose yarn chicken in the car, so I still have quite a few tendrils to do, but I do have a whole extra skein of this yarn. This does eat up a lot of yarn, and this is my last skein of this color. And I don't really know, I wasn't saving it for anything, but I just feel weird like using all of it on this, but oh well. I do think that it looks really pretty. I do feel like the cloud needs something, so I might grab some like gold embroidery thread maybe and embroider some little like 4-point stars on it. I think that that would be really pretty. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this yet after, I mean, obviously it's for a pattern test, so that was the main purpose of it, but I don't know if I'm going to give it to Celeste or if I'm going to list it on the website or take it to a market. I don't know. But then I also brought in some gray yarn to finish a Demigorgon. I have the little face over there. The body is next to me on that side, and I lost yarn chicken making this part of the face. So I need to finish those two things up. And while I do that, I am watching the last season of Stranger Things. I'm on episode 3, season 5. So in this vlog, we'll finish the series, which is very exciting. We've been watching this for a couple vlogs now. Or the last one, I was watching Stranger Things. And by the time I finish these two, it's going to be getting close to the time that I need to leave to go pick up the baby. So that is what we're doing tonight.
That's it. Not necessarily. There might be a way.
Working on the Demigorgon now.
Save Derek and find Holly.
If Paisley had an OnlyFans, this is what her profile picture would look like.
And this is the rest of the Turnbow family.
Oh, sweet girl. You're so silly.
Someone that can gain access to the house.
All right, the head is done. Now I just got to sew it to the body. And honestly, I am so ready to be done with these. Over the past 2 days, I've made 6 Demigorgons and I batch made them. And I am just so sick of it. Also, if you can tell, the gray colors are different, because these use so much more yarn than I thought that they would. So this is Burnout Blanket, and then this is the closest gray color that I had, which is Chenille Brights. So all of the heads are lighter than the bodies, but it took an entire skein of Burnout just to do 6 bodies. So these eat up a lot more yarn than what you might think for how small it is. I don't know why that is. And then I used an entire skein also of the Basics Brights for all the heads, plus a little extra. That one that I was just using, I just broke into. So yeah, these used up a lot of yarn, but I am very happy to be done. And then we can move on to something more fun. Oh yeah, I did finish this, and I do believe that I have some gold embroidery thread. So we'll do that next. So because the yarn is so fluffy and obviously embroidery thread is very small, you can't see it that well, so I just kind of did a few test stars. So I think I'm going to try to use my little scissors and give it a little haircut around. But if that doesn't work, then I'm going to need to just go back with a lot more thread and just do like mini rounds. This one is kind of okay. You can't really see that final point over to the left there, so I'll need to touch that up, but that one shows up better when it's small. So maybe I'll just do like a couple of other small ones. We'll see. All right, it is far from perfect, but it adds what I wanted it to add, just like a little something extra, little sparkle to it. I think it looks really sweet. Honestly, this is a pretty fast pattern. I prepped the cloud last night before I started filming for this video. So we have about 15-20 minutes before I need to head out. So in the house here, I have yarn to make some blue tigers. That's what I grabbed the eyes for earlier, but I think that I only have one or two sets of the gold glitter discs. And if you don't know what I'm referencing with the blue tiger, it's the derpy tiger from K-pop Demon Hunters, the movie, and he has like orangish gold eyes, and I don't even have any orange glitter discs, I don't think. So maybe we'll do silver. I mean, I guess I could paint them, but honestly, I don't want to take the time. Ooh, I just dropped one. I don't want to take the time or materials to paint them. I don't know. I would rather save my eye making stuff for like bigger projects. I brought in 3 pairs of eyes because I want to make at least 3 tigers. They're really quick. They're really easy to make. So I might batch make them because it does involve embroidery. So we'll see how many actual loaves I have the bandwidth to make, and then I'll go back and embroider all of them afterwards. I might be shooting myself in the foot planning on doing it that way, honestly, because that's what I did with the Demigorgons. Like, I made all the arms and the legs first, and I made 6 of them. I just determined then and there that I was going to be making 6 of them, and then I started making the bodies and then the heads, and I'm like, why did I do 6? Oh my gosh, this is so much. And it took me all day long yesterday to make those 6, and I hated pretty much every second of it. So I don't know if that's necessarily the smartest thing, but with the tiger, I feel like it's a lot easier because there aren't any parts. Like, you do have to embroider, but like, you don't have to sew parts together. It's not like an assembly line sort of thing. I'll just make all of the loaves. The tails are crocheted on, and then do all the embroidery afterwards. And hopefully it won't be too bad. Plus, hopefully this season of Stranger Things actually picks up. Right now, it's kind of meh. Still on episode 3 because these episodes are like movie length long. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with you, let you know that I finished this, and I will get started on my first tiger before I need to leave. All right, so we're working with the glitter discs that we have. We're going to do 1 set with the orange eyes, 1 with golds, and then 1 with silvers. I was contemplating possibly doing blue, to do like blue on blue, but I don't know. I feel like silver is just universal and what's the word I'm looking for? Neutral, you know? So we're going to do these 3. I think closest to the movie is technically the orange ones. Second would obviously be the gold, and the silvers aren't super accurate to the movie, but maybe, you know, like a parent or somebody who doesn't know the exact eye color of the tiger won't clock that the eyes are the wrong color. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Also, I just said that the tail is crocheted in, but that's a lie. The tail is the only thing that you have to sew in my pattern. I forgot about that. So before I leave, I'm going to start making all the tails, starting with black. This is Burnout Blanket, and then using the Parfait Plush in the color blue to do the bodies. This is like, I love this color blue from Parfait Plush. It's perfect for my blue chickens. It's perfect for the Derpy Tiger. It's just a nice neutral color blue. I love it. It is one that I always order whenever I place a premiere order, or I have seen that Michaels has had it back in stock recently in the, well, I mean, it's obviously not the premier brand. It's the Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles Light. I don't know the color name of it, but it is like the identical shade of blue, like so much so you could use them in the same project and not tell that there was different yarn used. It's like the same texture, the same thickness. Yeah, I highly recommend using the blue shade in the Premier Parfait Plush. I always want to say Big Twist Plush or Parfait Chunky. I don't know why my brain lags so much whenever I try to say Parfait Plush, but it does. Anyways, let's make some tails. Perfect timing. I just finished an episode and I finished one tail, and I need to go pick up my offspring. So I will check back in with you in a few hours when I get home and back to crochet. All right, I am back. The child has been secured. She is fast asleep in her crib upstairs. I've got the monitor down here. And it is back to work and back to Stranger Things. It's kind of starting to pick up a little bit. No spoilers in case you haven't seen it. But the start of season 5 was meh. This last episode was like, I don't know, a 6 out of 10. Everything else has been a 5 out of 10 for me so far. So hopefully it gets better, but I don't have high hopes based on what I've heard from everybody else, to be honest with you. Also, it's about 10 p.m. I need to start thinking about what I am going to prepare myself for dinner. I think I have like a Walmart does these little meals. They're not frozen, like they're fresh meals that are only good for a couple of days, but they're like ready to microwave. I think I have a salmon and green bean one in the fridge, so maybe I'll heat that up for myself and then feel like an accomplished person because I'm eating a nutritious meal, but I didn't have to cook it. 3 tails done and the start of a tiger. Let's go make some dinner. And just like that, 3 little blue tigers. Not completely done. I got to do their embroidery. But these guys are so quick and so easy. So I have already cut some black and some light blue strands. So I'm going to do their little details and then we'll be done. Ta-da! They're done. Technically not fully because I do like to crochet little tongues sticking out on them, but I don't have any blush colored yarn in here. So we will have to do that tomorrow. But 3 little blue tigers, a check. Ryan is on his way home from work. Gosh, I look rough. Please excuse. He's on his way home, so he'll probably be home in about 45-ish minutes. So while I'm waiting for him, I am going to hop on my laptop because my pattern test for the little Highland cow, I'm calling it the lazy cow and then the lazy pig, that pattern test wrapped up today. So I need to go through all the comments and make edits on the pattern, get all of the pattern tester photos in, and then get them listed on the website and on Etsy, and then do the Instagram post that they are now live. So it's probably going to take me longer than 45 minutes, but I'm going to try to get it all done before bed tonight. All right, I am just about done with this. Also need to point out that they're on Kids Bop 52.
What? Oh my.
Are you kidding me? I'm ancient. Okay, it is now 3:02 a.m. and the little lazy piggy and lazy Highland cow are officially listed on Etsy and thecelestialhomebody.com. It takes a long time to list patterns and do all the photos and tester appreciation and everything like that. It took me a while, about an hour and a half to do that. And I am quite tired. So Ryan's over there eating a snack. What are you eating, a quesadilla?
Yeah.
Oh. We're gonna head to bed. And tomorrow, what's on the agenda? I have some orders that I need to pack tomorrow, just some sticker orders. I need to add the little tongues to my pyramid of blue tigers there. And I did bring some yarn in to do some red pandas, or a red panda. I'm probably not going to do more than one because the pattern looks quite complicated with all the color changes and everything. So maybe we'll just do that tomorrow. Maybe if I'm feeling up to it, we'll work on some eyes to do a new safety eye collection drop. We shall see what tomorrow has in store, but for now, good night and have a pleasant tomorrow. Good morning / good afternoon. It is currently about 4 p.m. Baby just went down for her nap. I have a cheese stick here. I have not eaten pretty much anything today, so I'm going to eat this cheese stick, and I think work on a red panda, because like I mentioned last night, I do have the yarn in here, but there's something else that Ryan's mom has asked me to do. Oh, I just got an order on the website. I don't know who it's from, but thank you. So Ryan's mom, my mother-in-law, she has a tattoo. I'll put a picture of it in here of Disney balloons because she is a huge Disney fan, and each balloon represents one of the grandchildren. So our nephew Alex has a Lightning McQueen balloon, Sawyer has a Remy balloon, and because Remy is one of my favorite characters, and she has asked me to design a balloon for Celeste because I drew the Remy balloon that her tattoo artist actually tattooed. So she asked me to do one for Celeste, and I'm trying to decide what character to do for Celeste. I'm thinking either Merida or Tinkerbell. And I'm leaning toward Tinkerbell because that's less work for me for the hair. But also I feel like Celeste's personality really is very similar to Tinkerbell's in like the newer movies. Not like in Peter Pan. Tinkerbell and Peter Pan is a little bee with an itch. But the new Tinkerbell, she's adorable. We love her. So I think we're gonna do Tinkerbell. But all of this to say that I need to find some time within the next few days. Maybe right now, I don't know. I need creative inspiration to do this. But I gotta hop onto my iPad, onto my drawing program called Procreate, and sketch up a balloon for Celeste, because that's what she wants to go do for her birthday, is go get that tattooed, and that is coming up in a few weeks. So that is also on the agenda. And then, like I mentioned, tonight we're going to go out to the shed and do some work out there, packing orders and stuff after Celeste goes down to bed, I think. And yeah, that's the plan for today. I'm just slapping my face with a cheese stick. All right, let me eat and then we'll get to work. I am on the last episode of Stranger Things. Also, for this red panda, I am using demi pearl and a 7mm hook. This is one of those Amazon ones. I love this set. I will link it for you. I'll always link it for you if I mention it because I love these things. They're kind of like furls style hooks, but you get an entire set with like these little twist off tops. I can't twist it off with one hand, but you get hook sizes all the way up to a 10mm in a metal hook, which is very difficult to come by, especially in this like Susan Bates style. But anyways, this is what I'm using for the red panda. However, I was just reading over the pattern And it's all done using yarn under, which I am a yarn over person and I can yarn under, but the problem is that like when my focus is split, like I'm trying to watch the show. Sorry, the camera's not focused. Come on now. There we go. When I'm trying to watch a show while I'm crocheting, my mind goes into autopilot and then I just start going back to my normal way of crochet, which is yarning under or yarning over. And then I get like multiple rows done and then I'm like, oh gosh, how long have I been yarning over for? And then I have to frog it out and figure out where to go back to. So because this pattern has a bunch of color changes in it, I know that if I do my normal way of crocheting, the colors aren't going to line up. So I need to decide if I want to take the mental energy to do yarn under and just really pay attention to it, or if I just want to wing it and do the color changes as my heart leads me to do the color changes. And I'm kind of thinking that, but I don't know. It's going to take me so much longer to do yarn under because I really have to think about it. It's not going to be like a mindless project for me. There's not that many color changes. I can probably just wing it. I can just freehand the color changes. I think that's what I'm going to do. Plus, if I yarn under, then the whole thing is going to come out smaller and it's going to take me longer. So we don't like that combo. So I think we're just going to do this on a hope and a prayer and hope that it comes out okay. I'll keep you updated. Millie Bobby Brown's Botox, man, I cannot not look at it. It's so distracting. This entire season, she's just like, I can't talk with my crusty lips. So I thought that I was doing okay with the color changes, but as you can see, this is the nose. This little spot should be centered, and it's not. But I would have to scrap this entire piece because of all the cut and ties. I wouldn't just be able to frog it. So I think I'm going to try. Gosh, it's so hard to like keep it shape. I don't know how I feel about the pattern so far. I don't know. We're going to see how it shapes up. But right now, I don't know. I feel like it's like a weird shape. Unless I did something wrong, which I could have. My attention is split, of course. But I'm going to try to embroider this and see if we can get it to look okay. And then I also did not do the color changes for, there's like little white pieces around here too. I did not do that because that I decided I wanted to embroider at the end once the face is done to make sure that I got them symmetrical. With having to do the, oh my gosh, I keep fiddling with it because it's just like, look at it. It's just like, I can't get it to be a normal shape no matter how hard I try. I poke one piece out and then the other pieces go in. It's so bizarre. Like just hold shape for a second. It's not doing it. But anyways, I need to go wake up Celeste here in, I don't know, about 15-ish minutes. So I'm going to embroider really quickly and then we will pick this up after I put her down to bed. All right, so I did embroider to expand that white patch, and it's not the cleanest, but I do think that it's passable. I also finished off the head and like sucked in where the eyes are gonna go. I don't have any safety eyes in here that are big enough for this, so I'm just going to embroider the safety eyes. As of right now, I mean, the head is just kind of like meh. It doesn't look like much right now, but later tonight we'll get the eyes on and the ears on and do the embroidery for like the little whiskers, and then hopefully it will look like something. All right, so it has been many hours. I just put Celeste down to bed and I came back to look at this. My dyslexia has stricken again. I was looking back at the pattern trying to decipher the color changes because, as I mentioned, I kind of freehanded this. Like, I was following like the increases and decreases and the stitch count, but I was doing my own thing with the colors. And I thought that the white part was supposed to go all the way up the forehead like this until I was just looking back at the pattern pictures and it doesn't. It's only supposed to be like the little muzzle that is white. Woo! That is white. And then it has like little eyebrows. How did I miss that in the pattern? I think I ended up missing a couple of rounds. So right now it kind of looks like a guinea pig, and I'm kind of thinking about just going with it and maybe just freehanding, keeping this head and then freehanding a body for a guinea pig. But here's the problem is that I still want to do a red panda and I only have one skein of this color. And now I'm thinking with all of that wasted, I'm going to need to purchase another skein of this in order to complete a full red panda, which means another trip to Michael's, which is fine because I have a return there anyways. So maybe this weekend we will go to Michael's and shop. It's currently Thursday night, by the way. So you might be seeing a shopping vlog in this video. For right now, I'm just going to go ahead and restart the red panda and yarn under and really follow the pattern, which I'm not super excited about, to be honest with you, but it's okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put on my big girl panties and I'm going to do it. Also, I am like almost done with Stranger Things. I think I have like 40 minutes left in the episode and then we're done. And then we got to figure out what else we're going to watch. The new season of Bridgerton is out, so maybe the next thing that we're going to be watching is Bridgerton, although I've got quite a bit of YouTube to catch up on because I've been watching Stranger Things, so I think we're probably going to do YouTube tonight after I finish this series, and then we'll start Bridgerton tomorrow. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an update because, like, what am I going to do with that head now? It looks like a guinea pig, right? But I don't want to waste the yarn. So I think that that head is just going to go into my bag of whips. I have quite a few heads in there, actually. I have a dog head. I have a Nessie head. I have a dinosaur, a dragon head, and now a guinea pig slash panda, red panda slash raccoon head. Is going to go in there. So I don't know. We'll figure out something to do with it. I don't know if it's going to be in this video, but yeah, you know, this is what you get when you don't pay attention to what you're doing while you're watching TV while working. All right, I was going to go back to crocheting, but I got distracted shopping on Michael's. They're still having buy two, get one free. And because this color demi pearl is low in stock at the location that I go to, I want to go ahead and place the order for pickup in store. But knowing me, I'm going to find something else there to buy. And I want to go ahead and do the buy two, get one free. So I was looking to see if they had gray in burnout blanket because I used up all my gray for those Demigorgons. It does look like they have this lighter gray color. I really want to feel it in person, but here's the thing. If you are unsure about the quality, and you're somewhat near a Michael's, you can do what I do, and I just place a pickup order in store, and then I pick it up, and before I drive away, I check and feel all of them, and then if something doesn't feel right, I go and return it, and then I walk back to the yarn section, feel all the other skeins, and then buy the ones that feel better if they have any more, just so that way I don't risk, like that cinnamon stick color and the demi pearl selling out, because I definitely need that. I'm trying to think if there are any other colors. Definitely don't need that one. I have two skeins of that. Silver steel. I don't know that I've ever seen that color before. Oh, interesting. I actually really like that. That might be good for cats, like variegated. I don't know that I've seen that in person, or if I have, I did not clock it. Gold. I've got plenty of gold yarn. What is this? Harvest. Ew. Ew. I mean, I get why it's called Harvest. It looks like a cornucopia full of gourds. Oh my gourd. But that's not the most beautiful colorway I've ever seen. Ocean Shades. I have this one. I really like it. Ooh, this skein looks rough. Just based on the picture, I can tell that this is an old formula. I don't know. Can you tell? You know you're a real yarn snob / yarn connoisseur. I almost just said carnosaur. When you can look at a picture and tell if it feels bad or not. Smoky green. That one also looks very tubular. Looks like it would be very dense and difficult to work with. Yeah, I think really just gray. They're out of stock of a lot. Oh, wow. Crimson. That's a really pretty deep red. Cloudy sky. Oh, that's kind of neat. That would be good for turtle shells. Not available for pickup though. Bright sage, that just looks like mint. Okay, I think that the only gray is this vapor gray. This skein doesn't look too bad, at least in the picture, but who knows what it's going to be like IRL. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my cart. Oh, it's not sold at Greenwood. Darn it, I don't want to have to go to 2 different Michaels, because I don't know if the other Michaels, if the Greenwood Michaels has the demi pearl. No. Greenwood is where the demi pearl is. Hang on. Let's change this to Cherry Tree Plaza. Okay, they have got 1 in stock. Okay, I guess we're going to East Indianapolis. Okay. And then we get 1 free. And I think that it's 25% off all regular price purchases. So we get that in addition. Oh, burnout blankets no longer available. What do you mean? Oh, okay. That was weird. Okay, let's find one more thing to add. So you guys know how every single time I go shopping at Michael's, I'm drawn to that pastel, I think it's called Facets, I think, the loops and threads yarn. Well, I recently saw somebody on Facebook make a sweater for their toddler out of that yarn. Not in the color that I always like, but just in that yarn. And that gave me the idea. I kind of finally want to make Celeste a little pastel jacket or sweater. I would make it nice and big so that she can wear it for at least this year and next year, because we're going to be out of winter here in a couple of weeks probably. Well, it's the Midwest, so who knows? Sometimes we have winter in the middle of summer and sometimes we have summer in the middle of winter. So, but you know, kids grow so fast. So maybe I'll finally get some of that, or I could make it out of the cloud cakes. You guys know how I love to finger the cloud cakes. Maybe this would be, a sweater would be good to make out of the cloud cakes. What if I double stranded it so I got the color of the Facets yarn, but the softness of the cloud cakes? I don't know. I need to go shopping in store. We're going to have to go this weekend. I think for right now, I'm going to go ahead and buy the pastel yarn. Don't know how many skeins I'm going to need. I'm going to have to search for a pattern, see how many yards I'm going to need for said pattern for a little jacket for her, and then figure out how many skeins I need. I'll go ahead and buy it, place the order online, and then when we go pick it up in store, if we change our mind and we don't want to use that yarn or need more or less of it, I can always exchange it or return it there. So I think that's the plan. We're going to do that. There is this little jacket that's got like a peplum on it. That is so cute. That's what it looks like on. Okay, that is adorable. She can wear that with dresses. Oh, that's cute. That's going to take a lot of yarn and that's going to take a long time though. Or of course we could just do like a pullover. I thought that it would be cute to add a little collar on it. So there's like this one, it's a free YouTube tutorial. I mean, that's simple enough, you know, that's something she could grow into, but I mean, come on, look at this one. Oh, it's so pretty. Or we could do a button up. I feel like a pullover would be the easiest for her to grow into. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Or there's the one with the hood. I mean, she always wears a hat, so we probably don't need a hood on it. Maybe I could modify this one and instead of doing a hood, put a little collar on it. You know, like a little Peter Pan collar. How stinking cute would that be? Okay, let's see how much this pattern costs, or is it free? I don't know. Is me filming any of this interesting to you? I know I'm always paranoid that this has no interest to anybody except for me. Me planning my projects. So that's why I always ask you, like, do you find this interesting? What are you sitting there making and just listening to me yap about yarn and projects and toddler coats? Oh, the little hood on this is cute though. Look at it. Look at it from the back. I'm going to see how much this pattern costs. It might be free. It might be free. Oh, is it in British? Is it in British? I meant, is it in UK crochet terms? Because I'm noticing that all of their sizing is in centimeters and meters and not inches and feet for us peasant Americans who can't get with the program with the rest of the world and use the metric system. Okay, it is a free pattern. It's a free pattern. And there's YouTube videos. So maybe we'll go with the little peplum skirt jacket. Okay, how much yarn do I need for this? I don't need to film any of this. Hang on, I'll check back in with you in a minute. There's this free YouTube tutorial to make Peter Pan collars. So I can just apply this to whatever base pattern I choose for the actual coat. Or we could do like a lacy one. Or instead of crocheting it, I could sew it out of fabric and then like embroider something on it. Like maybe embroider her name on it or a little image. Ooh, I might do that. That would be cute, I think. I had grand plans actually to do that when I was pregnant with her. I bought like fabric to make a collar for her, and I was just going to have a collar by itself that had like a little button on the back of it that I could put like pair with her dresses and tops and things, and I never did it. And so I still have that fabric. So maybe it's the time where I make a Peter Pan collar and we put it on this jacket that I am crocheting for her. I think that this might be the sign to do it. Plus, I'm sharing the idea with you so you can all hold me accountable and whip my butt if I procrastinate it and then end up not doing it. I have to decide what I would want to embroider. Maybe little stars, because her name is Celeste. Maybe a little moon and stars. A moon and a sun on each side of the collar. I don't know yet. I don't know that this is going to come to fruition in this video, but I promise I'll take you along the journey, whether it be in this vlog or the next one. But still looking for a base coat pattern that really calls to me. This little kid actually looks a lot like Celeste. Like, that's her exact hair. That color and with the little ringlets. It's exactly what my baby looks like. And with her face blurred. So, if that's not my child... I mean, it's not. It's this person's child. This is one of the yarn skeins that always draws my attention. This is the facets in the color chalk. I actually think that I might have some of this which I will look for in a second. But also, you know what's crazy? What I just realized, or what I just saw rather? Perfect Chunky is sold on Michaels for $7.99 to $8.99 a skein, which is insane. But I mean, it's here. Do they have all the colors? Oh, they're sold out of a lot of it. But yeah, they have all the colors. So I guess if you're really desperate, I mean, I don't know why you would get it here and not just on Amazon, but it's sold at Michaels or on Michaels' website. I don't think that they sell it in store. Oh, the cloud cakes. The cloud cakes. It's so soft. This would be so nice to have a sweater made out of. I just wish that there was like a variegated pastel one. Oh, the purple's pretty. Orchid. That's okay. That's pretty. Maybe. That's on my list. So the facets we need to look and see if I have. The cloud cakes, possibly. Ryan would, of course, love Burnout Fluffy. That's his favorite yarn. I was trying to look for another one. Another skein that I always see. Oh, that's the one that I say looks like an ice cream shop. Delicate DK. It's a similar texture to the facets, but I think it goes by a different name. You know what? I honestly might have to pull up one of my shopping vlogs and look for it so that I can find the label for it, because I don't know what the name of it is. This is Video Inception. Yes, this is it. That one, and then the color next to it. What color is it? Soft ombre. That one. Tell me that wouldn't be so beautiful in a sweater. It is just very thin. So I might want to double strand it. Here's the thing. I found this pattern, which I think is adorable. I love the texture in it. I don't know if they're like puff stitches or popcorn stitches or what, but I could pair it with white and then bulk it up a little bit. And so that way we do get some color. Plus, I think a collar put onto this would be precious, and we could pick out some fun buttons for it. What do you think? Would my kid look cute in this? I think she would. Oh, it's so cute. This is on Ravelry. It is in English and it is a free pattern. I think that this might be the winner, you guys. As cute as this one is, that is just a lot of work. And knowing me with how my ADHD operates with projects like this, like not plushies, anytime I'm having to do flat crochet, I feel like it takes me 10 times longer to do and I lose interest partway through. I'm just worried with this that I'm going to lose interest and then set it aside and never pick it back up again. So I think that this is the way to go. I wish that they had the Karen cloud cakes in just plain white. At least I'm not seeing it yet on Michaels. I'm seeing like the perfect phasing, the groovy cloud cakes. Yeah, the cloud cakes. Oh, it's a 12 pack. Yeah, so I was going to say, why is it $100? I wish that they had this just in plain white so that I could double it up with my other ombre yarn. But unfortunately, it does not look like they sell it. I will check elsewhere. The latte cakes. I feel like I felt this before, and I feel like it was not nearly as soft as the cloud cakes. But do they have white? Okay, they have gray, coconut cream. Is this variegated? Or is it all one color? Okay, it looks like it's slightly variegated. No, we just want just like solid cream or solid white. Please and thank you. Okay, there's this one. Again, it's in the 12 pack, but in the latte cakes, that would add a fun texture to it because it's like fuzzy. That looks soft. I would need to feel it in person though to see if it's actually as soft. I know that the cloud cakes are soft. Maybe I'm going to have to go through all of my Shop With Me vlogs again to see if I felt the latte cakes in person and see what my commentary about it was. Oh, okay, I think that's it. All right, so on Amazon, there is this Caron Colorama Halo. I have used this before, so I know that it is very soft and nice to work with. The question is, what color do I want to get? Oh, also, this comes in a 2-pack for only $17.14. So that is a steal of a deal. So that is what my accent color is going to be. So we could go like completely neutral and do like graphite frost, which is like gray and it's dark gray phasing to white gray or vice versa. There's this nutmeg frost color, which I assume is like similar, but it's brown, dark brown phasing to lighter brown. There is this rose color, which is really pretty, and it might, I wish that they had pictures of the top of the cake. So the rose might be pretty with that because there is a tiny bit of pink in this. It's not too saturated of pink though in this. There is Skylight, which is, looks like it's blue. There is this Rose Garden, which is a lot of fun. It is pink, white, and like a minty blue. So that one actually might work really well with this. But like, is it going to be too similar? You know, because in the pattern, we want all of the little puff stitches that are in the rainbow colors. We want those to really pop out. So we're looking for a color that's going to be like the white that you see in this pattern. Is this going to be warm enough? This looks like double crochets maybe. I can't tell. Hopefully it's not going to be too holy. We don't want to be holy around here. It's too cold for that. What color is this? Tin and tan. So I'm assuming it's gray and brown. Amber Ocean. Okay. Caron Bluestone Frost. Okay, this one might be good. It looks like it's kind of a darker blue to minty color. So that might work nicely. Then there is Harbor Frost. Ooh, this one would work even better. Okay. Ooh, I like that one. And this one's unavailable. I'm thinking that we're going to go Harbor Frost. And then, well, I don't know. Again, is that going to be too similar? I don't know. Let's add it to the cart. Oh, see all buying options. Ooh, this one is more expensive. Of course it is. Why do I always have such expensive taste? Okay, maybe we go Lavender Frost since there's no purple in this. That will give a little pop of purple. Pop of purple. You know, with the Caron cakes. Is this one available? Okay, this one's more expensive by $2, but it's fine. Still get 2 skeins for $20, so that's pretty darn good considering at the store they're like 15 bucks a pop. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking and seeing if we can find anything better. Haha, I found it. Colorama Halo. It's a different tag though, so I don't know if this is like an older version of their tag, but 2-pack for $20 in the color cream. Oh my gosh, adding that to the cart. I think that is going to be the perfect way to go. And since it is the same line that I've used before, I know that I'm going to like it. It is quite slippery, so it can be difficult to work with. And it's very thin, but this is also very thin. So maybe I should take a look at the pattern and actually see what size yarn and hook they recommend using. This is listed as a 4 weight, but I remember thinking this is definitely like more akin to a 3 weight. And then I don't know about the soft ombre. What is this listed as? This is very thin. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this is a 2 or a 3. It is a 3. Okay, let's see what the pattern calls for. Oh, they used DK number 3, so I think the yarns that we picked are absolutely perfect. We're going to need to go to Hobby Lobby because they always have really cute buttons. So we're going to add that to the to-do list while we're out this weekend. Oop, UK abbreviations. Okay, got to keep that in mind because UK and US crochet terms are different from each other. Like a double crochet in UK terms is a single crochet in US terms. So like a double treble crochet, we would just use a treble or triple crochet here. So I got to keep that in mind. But let's make sure that we order enough of this. I'm going to go ahead and place the Michaels order. And then, what are we going to do tonight? I don't know. Should I finish my hamster thing? I don't know. Ooh, here's something else that I just noticed. This is technically only for babies, not toddlers. So I guess I could size up my hook to a 5.5, but then it's going to have holes in it. And that kind of defeats the purpose because I want it to be nice and warm. So I might need to modify the pattern to make it larger, but I don't know if I really feel comfortable doing that, honestly, since clothing is not my forte with crochet. Like I can freehand any plushie, amigurumi thing. I can usually just make it up, but not with clothing. I am not comfortable doing that. So once we get our yarn, we'll go ahead and test it with a 5.5 millimeter hook. I did place the Amazon order, by the way. It'll be here on Sunday. We'll test it with a 5.5 and see if it's too holy. Because if it is, then we're going to need to find a different pattern maybe. But I still really like the style of this. So I can still use like the idea of the puff stitch row in between the other row and alternate rows for like white color, and then still come up with this sort of texture with any pattern. I can do that. I do just like the style of this though with the buttons and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the journey of me trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. Oh yeah, and I decided to get this color in Demi Pearl in the Navigio Bay. What does that mean? Please tell me. This blue color I figured would be really good to make the blue derpy tigers. And in the Demi Pearl, they're going to come out bigger, so I can maybe put a higher price on them. They unfortunately only have one in stock at Cherry Tree Plaza, which is where we'll be picking up our order in a few days. But I think that this might be my new go-to instead of the Big Twist. Not the Big Twist. I told you every time I say Big Twist plush, the Parfait plush, this is going to replace it, I think, for the Blue Tigers, even though I just made a couple, but it's okay. When I go to make more, I will use this instead. I said I was going to go out to the shed and pack orders and stuff, but I'm actually going to do that tomorrow, I think, when Ryan's home. I don't know. It's just cold and dark, and I'm not in the mood to go outside right now. I want to finish my show, which I guess I could watch out there, but I don't know. I'm cozy here in my chair with the dog on my lap. I want to turn on my show and just yarn shop online. I mean, I probably shouldn't be yarn shopping, but I actually have a project in mind for this, and you guys are going to hold me accountable to finishing Celeste's little sweater, right? Right? You know what? I should get myself some yarn because it's my birthday. If I was born today, it would be my birthday, so I deserve some yarn. Stay toxic, everybody. Yep, look what I found. I thought that I had some of this. This is that facets yarn. Looks like I was making something out of it. Knowing me, it was probably a baby blanket when I was pregnant because I went through a phase where I just made like 15 baby blankets because I didn't know what else to make for her. Honestly, it's not as pretty worked up as it is on the skein. But to be honest with you, like I'm in the mood to make that sweater. Obviously, I don't have the yarn for it right now, but I'm not really in the mood to make a plushie. So maybe I will frog this out and make like a little hat for her because it is winter time and she's always wearing beanies and stuff. So yeah, maybe we'll make a little hat. Let's look for a pattern for that. All right, I've decided with this yarn, which looks very yellow right now in this lighting, I'm going to make the baby a little pixie bonnet because this she could wear in summertime with a cute little dress for pictures, you know, aesthetic baby stuff. Or most importantly, she can wear it in winter because it's like a hat because it covers her ears and I can just pull it down over her forehead. It's got a cute little tie underneath and I just really like the stitch in this. So I'm going to follow this free tutorial while I finish up Stranger Things. Can I help you? FYI, this yarn is almost unfroggable. Actually, I'm going to say it is unfroggable because of the little, I don't know, fibers. Like they get caught on each other. I guess when I was crocheting, it was kind of like picking up the other fibers from the wrong stitches. And let me see if I can zoom in enough. Hang on. I don't think you can see it. The lighting in here is atrocious. But yeah, you can't pull the stitch out because there are these little tiny loops that are only a couple little strands. So I guess I'm just gonna have to scrap this. Maybe I'll add it to my stuffing pile actually and use it as stuffing. But I should hopefully have enough of this on this one skein to do this project, keeping my fingers crossed that I don't lose yarn chicken, but unfortunately I cannot salvage all this. All right, this is how far as I've gotten. I just finished the band. I had to do a lot more rows than what it told me to do. Also, in this way, I like this color a lot better than when I was doing my other project and it was like one color per row. This phasing is so beautiful. And I might decide that I actually want to use this yarn for her sweater instead of buying that other yarn. I didn't place the order because they had 9 in stock at the location that I'm going to. So I don't have to buy it. I think that I kind of like this. And then she's going to have a little bonnet to match her sweater. Like it will match perfectly. So I'm going to move on to the next row. Also, I did finish Stranger Things. This entire season can be summarized by 11 going and Will crying. That's my review. All right, it has been many hours, and this is where I am. I had to put on my compression gloves for the first time in about a year. Normally, my hands do not hurt when I work with plush yarn, but because this is so much thinner than what I'm used to, I'm using a 4mm hook, by the way. Yeah, my hands are aching something fierce. I absolutely love that gradient. So I'm thinking when I do her sweater, I'm going to double the white yarn, that Caron Colorama yarn. We're going to double it. I think I'm going to use a 6mm hook. We'll see, but that will hopefully help my hands. It's not my hook hand. It's actually like the hand that holds the yarn. Like just, I don't know, maybe I'm just like gripping too much. Maybe if I grab one of my rings that like hold the yarn, maybe that will help my hand not hurt as much. My hook hand is fine. But anyways, use a 6mm hook and double up that yarn so that hopefully it'll be easier for me to hold on to. And then for like the bottom band and the band around the little arms, I'm definitely gonna do this stitch with the color gradient. I think it's gonna be so pretty. Oh my gosh, Paisley's readjusting. So this is what it looks like. I've got a few more rounds to go, or rows to go, on the bonnet here. I don't know how many more, maybe 6 or so. And then I'll have to sew it together, and then this will be the front of the bonnet here where her little face goes. It is almost 4 o'clock in the morning, so we're gonna call it a night here, and I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. We are on our way to the studio this morning. I need to put all this away and work on some orders, and we need to get some more yarn. Oh, the door is locked. Hang on. And I also need to get some more yarn, and we got to figure out what our next project is, because I'm going to finish up Celeste's little bonnet today. So we got to figure out what's next on the agenda. Hello, everybody. How are you all this fine morning? It's dark in here. I forgot that I closed the curtains to help with the temperature in here because it's been so cold. By the way, still have not gotten my replacement door. I gotta call the company and see what the status on that is. All right, let's get all this put away. I am going to leave the blue tigers in here. I forgot to do the markings on their forehead. I mean, I think that they're fine without it, honestly. But I do need to do their little noses and tongues, so I'm going to throw in some blush yarn. And I need to take some photos for this since it was a pattern test, so I'll do that here in a sec. So I'm thinking for our next project, we make a forest guardian, because I'm looking at everything that I have to show for this week's makes. And it's kind of not a lot. I feel like I made a bluey the other day. I have Luffy in there, and Demigorgons, and then the blue tigers. That's pretty much it. So I need something like a show-stopping piece, you know, that I can put in the thumbnail. And I have kind of been wanting to do a forest guardian that's like mushroom themed. So let's grab yarn for that. So first, I'm going to grab some of this green fur yarn so that I can make it look kind of like little patches of moss growing on it. I want to give it a little mushroom purse, so I'm going to keep some of this red in here. And then for the horns, last time I made one of these guys, I used Big Twist Posh for the actual little mushroom horns. So maybe I'll do that again. Oh, I could use Parfait Chunky. No, let's go ahead and use the Posh because I know that it turned out a good size. Let's see, is this a good color match? No, this is a little bright because I want to do mushroom horns on the creature and then a little mushroom purse. So I need something that matches. Maybe out of the Parfait Chunky, I'll do the purse. Or I have this little bit of Elisa Luto. Let's see how this color matches. Oh, that's good. All right, let's just go ahead and use that. And then for the body, should I use some of this demi pearl maybe? I have a lot of this color in cork. I don't know. It's a little orangey. Sorry, by the way, if you can hear the space heater. I have 2 space heaters in here going because it has been tremendously cold. It's actually a little warm in here. I'm going to turn this one off. But I don't know if this is too orange, or is it brown enough that it'll pass as brown? Because if I use this, then it'll come out a really nice big size. What do I want to do? Otherwise, I could use, I have this Big Twist Plush. I have this yarn, so I could use that, and that is like a true brown. but I don't know. I don't really want to use that. I would rather use the demi pearl. It's just nicer to work with. All right, I don't know how many skeins we're going to need, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in the 2. And then for the inside of the ears, I have this yarn that I got on Amazon. It is Burnout Baby Blanket in the color Tabby. I got it to make loaf cats, but I wish that it had some black in it, and unfortunately it does not. But I think for the inside of the ears, look at how nice that would work. Oh yeah, with a little bit of green and then the red horns. Oh my gosh, I think that that is a winner. Okay, let's make some eyes for this guy. Since it's going to be a mushroom theme, maybe we should make some mushroom inspired eyes. Actually, I only have a few minutes before Ryan needs to leave for work and I got to go in and take care of my child. So I should probably prioritize packing orders. And then if we have a few minutes to spare, then I will go ahead and whip up some eyes really quickly. Honestly, I have been getting a lot of orders on Etsy recently for stickers, which is great. Somebody asked me if I felt like most of my orders came from subscribers. And my answer to that is it depends on the place. On my website, I can only assume that most of y'all are like channel viewers, and that's how you find out about the website, because with an independent website, you know, like it's kind of hard for people to just stumble across it. Whereas over on Etsy, everybody can see my listings. So I would dare say that on my website, probably 99% of it is channel viewers. But then over on Etsy, I mean, I can't really tell who is who, but I would dare say over there, it's closer to 50-50 subscribers and non-subscribers or non-YouTube viewers. I would probably actually say that more are non-YouTube viewers, because I sell other stuff on my Etsy besides just crochet patterns and whatnot, like my cereal bowl wall art. Ooh, this person, Madison on the website, is definitely a subscriber because she got a Katie the Celestial Homebody sticker, and I got, excuse me, sneeze, and showing Ryan the Cheese Ball King some love. She also got a little chibi Katie and Ryan. Good choices, good choices. And then Mary got a Yarn Kitty sticker, and she also got a Yarn Kitty shirt. Someone's a cat person up in here. Brennan on Etsy got a Soda Pop sticker. Jessica got a Pink Pony Club. And we're gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. How do I say this name? Adamari maybe? Got a crochet helper sticker. The lighting is awful. I apologize. Kira got a professional hobby collector sticker. And hey, look what I'm wearing today. You can get one too. We can be twinning. I live in sweatshirts pretty much all winter and spring long. I have like 3 that I rotate between. This one, my other gray one that I got in Scotland that I have worn so much that the letters and stuff are literally falling off of it. And then I have a blue one that is embroidered with Sawyer's picture on it. I got Ryan and I matching Sawyer sweatshirts, and then on the sleeve mine says Mama and his says Dada. I got this for him the first Christmas without Sawyer. And so we both wear those all the time. All right, then Kristen also got a crochet helper sticker. Yep, that's all of them. Okay, good. Now that I got all the stickers set out, I need to address all of these, which I'm not going to film because I can't talk and write at the same time. I'm just not that talented. So I will pick up my camera again when we get to making eyes, if we have time. I got to hustle. For the eyes, we're definitely going to pull out the big kahunas. We're going to use 35 millimeters. Oh, I got Sharpie all over me. And then pretty straightforward in terms of the design. So I have these little dots. Where are my little dots? Ah, here they are. So I have these little white dots that I'm going to lay down first on the eyes. And then we're just going to do a backing of red glitter. And they're going to look like little mushrooms. But we need to find the right color red. Let's see. Oh, this is the glitter that I used on the Alistair plushie. I don't have a ton of it left, but hopefully that will be enough. I guess I could add some to it. Ruby. Yeah, those look pretty much identical. I got to put this away from Crochet on the Kusa, my friend, that we got the other day in the mail. And let's go ahead and make these up real quick. Here is what the eyes look like. The lighting is not good. It is so incredibly sunny that like it's not even picking up the details in it, but you know, it's sparkly red on the back. Gosh, you can't even see the color. It's so bright. But yeah, finished it just in time. Ryan is heading out for work. So we are going to work on this little critter while the baby's taking a nap. And then I need to work on some cereal bowl wall art orders for, hi girls, for Etsy later tonight. I went ahead and just finished all of the Derpy Tigers officially. And I want to finish this up. Just a few more rounds to go. I did try it on Celeste this morning. And I just need like 3 more rows, I think. And then finishing it off and adding the little tails to it. So that it can tie under her chin. And then later tonight, we will get going on the Forest Guardian. Here is what one of the eyes looks like in different lighting. Pretty. These eyes are gigantic, man. Gigantic. I might want to make some of these to sell on the website because I feel like mushroom critters are quite popular and I feel like a lot of people could use eyes like this. So yeah, that's the plan for tonight. Oh yeah, and of course I need to draw that tattoo for my mother-in-law. And then I also have another sticker design that I want to work on sometime soon. So you guys might know my yarn cat sticker and like t-shirt design. It's been highly requested that we do a yarn doggy. And so I want to get that done. I think I'm going to make the dog a little golden doodle in honor of Miss Paisley here, my crochet buddy. That shouldn't take me too long because I can just get rid of the cat and then draw in the dog and then everything else will be done. And then do all the listings and everything and actually have to make the stickers, of course. So it's going to be kind of an involved process in the end, but the actual drawing, the actual art part of it shouldn't take me too long. So that's also on the agenda. All right, I'm going to stop yapping so that I can get this finished and we can move on. All right, nap time's over, so I got to go wake Celeste up, but I finished her little hood. How stinking cute is this? We're going to try it on her in a second here. Here, Paisley can wear it for right now. Paisley. She looks mad at me. You look like Hansel and Gretel. It's so cute. Wow, it fits her great. That little bonnet looks so cute on her and it fits her so perfectly. She is in bed now, asleep. I have my iPad here Before I start working on my little creature, I am going to go ahead and draw the little yarn doggy just to get that done with, and also get the balloon for Diane done, so that way they're just off the things that I need to do. And then we will finally do the Forest Guardian pattern. And I think that's probably going to be the last make this week, because tomorrow we're going to go out shopping, which I will take you along with. And we might also go ice skating. We have yet to do that this year. Ryan loves to ice skate. He played hockey as a kid. Well, roller hockey, because we grew up in California. But yeah, he really wants to take Celeste ice skating. So that will be a journey, but I'll take you along with us if we decide to go. That might be fun. I'll take my crochet with me so that I can get crochet done while I'm there. And then depending on how I'm feeling, oh, hang on, this is way far up here. I have a small bit of this yarn left that I'm going to use for the baby sweater. So I need to pick some up at Michael's because I only have this little bit left. But since I do have it, I was thinking about maybe starting the sweater because it starts at the collar, like the ribbing for the collar. So I think I'm going to do, like I mentioned the other night, like the ribbing on the collar, the arm cuffs around the bottom of it in this yarn, and then the actual sweater itself is going to be that white colorama with little bobble stitches of the color. And I think that that is going to be adorable and so precious, and then it'll match her little bonnet perfectly. But after I finish drawing, I might go ahead and start on the collar and just use this. Or you know what? Maybe I'll do this in the car tomorrow. Okay, scratch that. I'm not going to start the collar tonight. I will definitely do the Forest Guardian, and I will put this in my whips bag along with my hook. I think I need to size down a hook. I said I'm going to use a 6mm for the actual sweater, so I think I need to use a 5 for the collar, but I got to look at the pattern again. I'm just going to use a free YouTube tutorial pattern for her sweater, but I'm going to modify it with every other round or row is going to be the bobble stitches. Here's my yarn kitty drawing. Fortunately, I have the entire drawing in layers, so it should be easy for me to just erase the cat and then draw in the dog. And this hopefully shouldn't take too long. All right, this is the outline of the dog. I think that he looks pretty cute. So now we got to pick the colors and do the actual yarn. All right, it took about an hour, but we got our yarn puppy done. I gave her some little eyebrows just to give a little extra character and a few little eyelashes as well. So yarn puppy sticker and t-shirt will be available by the time you are seeing this vlog, but I still need to make the stickers, which we'll do in the next few days. Let's work on the balloon design now. Okay, so this is what I came up with for her balloon with Celeste's name and Tinkerbell. I, of course, need to color it, and then I'm going to tell her that her tattoo artist is going to need to redraw this and fix the line work because, as you can see, like if they tattoo this, it's going to be blown out in some areas because some lines are a lot thicker than the others. That's just by nature of the pen that I'm using on Procreate here. But yeah, I think that it's cute. It still gets the point across that it's a Tink. And it's going to even do more so once we get it colored. Those are the mouse ears, by the way. She said that it needs to have mouse ears to match the others. So let's color. She's done. I'm going to send this over to Diane and get feedback and make any adjustments if I need to. But yeah, it is now midnight. So between these two drawings, it took me about 3 hours. So we're finally going to start crocheting now. I just finished the head and it is huge. Even these 35mm eyes are looking small on it. I feel like I need something in the middle here. Maybe I can add some bedazzles or that fur yarn to look like moss growing. I'm not sure yet. We shall see. But yeah, this demi pearl with a 7mm hook with this pattern, this comes out quite large. Its face kind of looks like Charmander. Doesn't it kind of have a Charmander look with the color from the side with its little nose hump? But it's 1:30 in the morning. Ryan's on his way home. I'm going to get started on the body because I would like to finish this tonight/tomorrow. It's not going to happen tonight. But tomorrow so that I can film my this week's makes video. And we've got to go out and run errands tomorrow, as I mentioned. So I'm not going to have too much time to crochet tomorrow, but I need to get that filmed. So back to work. Rye's home, and I finished the body. He's got a pudgy little body. It is currently... Ryan just said, what did you say about me? Let's move on to the arms. I've got both my crochet buddies here now with me. You are so cute. It is now 3 a.m. and he's earless. But got the arms done, got one ear done, and I do think that this burnout variegated was a good choice. It looks so nice with this demi pearl. By the way, I was locked in while making this. Like, I feel like I whipped this out like in a couple of hours. I remember this taking me a lot longer the last few times that I've made it. Maybe it's just because I know the pattern a little bit better now, but I don't have it memorized by any means. I've only made 2 of these in the past, and it's been a few months since making them. I still need to do the last ear, and this is all the yarn that I have left from that one skein of the demi pearl, so I am going to need to break into the second skein. But yeah, with this metal hook and the demi pearl, like, I was having a good time crocheting, and my stitches look nice, if I do say so myself. So pretty proud of him so far. Excited to finish him up. I think I'm going to bring this, I grabbed for like the strap on the little satchel. I think I'm going to bring this as well as the red, what is this? Big Twist Posh. That's the name of it. Throw it in my whips bag to bring with us in the car tomorrow so that I can do the little bag. Because like I mentioned, I want to get this done before having to film tomorrow night when we get back. So yeah, we're going to call it a night tonight. I am very tired. It is very early in the morning. So yeah, good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Well, good morning, everybody. As you can see, it is snowing. All right, we are on the road, and I am making these little horns. So I did 2 little mushrooms. I just free-handed these. I didn't bring any yarn for like the stems of them though. So I just left a long tail for sewing them together. So I did 2 for the horns. And then in the pattern, there is a tail, but I think I'm going to forego the tail and just do the little satchel. I don't know. Would it look weird without a tail? I mean, it's like a mythical weird bunny type creature. So I could honestly maybe do like a cotton tail out of fur yarn. That might be cute because it is kind of similar to a bunny. So maybe we'll do that, but I need to make the mushroom top now for the little satchel. I did bring this green yarn with me to do the strap to the little mushroom satchel, but without the actual critter here, I don't know how long to make it. So I'll have to do that when we get home, but that'll be quick. So I need to just freehand the top of the mushroom satchel, and then I'm going to move on to making the collar of Celeste's sweater. Oh, somebody fell. That somebody is Rai Rai. All right, I'm done skating. So I'm going to crochet. All right, we are done here. They are closed to the public. I think a game's about to start, hockey game that is. And we've got a pickup to do at Michael's, so see you there next. We are actually here at Hobby Lobby first. It was just closer, and it's snowing again. Also, am I wearing tights and socks and Crocs? Absolutely. I honestly don't remember what I'm here for. I said that we needed to come here for something, but I don't remember what it was. Was it buttons? Well, now we're not doing the sweater with buttons. We're doing a pullover. I don't know why we're here. Well, I do need to get a few more greenery pieces for the shed. Something like this that I can hang from the ceiling in like a hanging planter, but none of their florals are on sale this week. So I'm definitely not gonna get that. I'm walking back to the yarn right now just to see if there's any sales, and it does not look like it. It is not yarn week at Hobby Lobby, unfortunately, but we're here, so we might as well look and see if they have anything new. Doubtful, but oh, I love this color, but I don't know. I have one skein of this, like you saw earlier in the video. It's this color. It was gifted to me, and I have not worked with it yet, but I don't know. It just does not feel like it's going to be nice to work with. This would be a really pretty color for turtles, and this would be good for snakes. This would be good for like little squids or octopi. This yarn right here looks just like Parfait Chunky. What is this? Adorable Peekaboo. It's a lot stiffer than Parfait Chunky though, so definitely prefer the Parfait, but the size and the texture of it is just like Parfait Chunky. I've never worked with any of this Snugs and Kisses. This skein doesn't feel too bad, but some of these balls are rough. They are like stiff, tubular, old formula Bernat, but the yellows feel pretty good. Also, this is a really thick yarn. I feel like you get nothing on this skein. 33 yards, that's all you get on this for $7.99. That is crazy. Ooh, this is pretty. This is the Adorable in the color Hippie-licious. This one doesn't feel too bad, actually. If it was on sale, if it was 30% off this week, I'd probably pick some of that up. Ooh, maybe this one too, because that's a lot of fun. I feel like I could make something small out of that for the Misfit bin. But alas, we don't have a sale going on. Back in my day, Hobby Lobby used to accept coupons, and they had coupons every week. So you could always get 30% off at least one item. This is really pretty. So beautiful. I do have a skein. Oh, here it is. I do have this at home, sugar wheel cotton, called Sprinkles on Top. I have it at home, but I don't know what I'm going to use it on yet. I don't know. I'm saving it for something special. Purple yarn. Good choice. Should I get some of this scrubby yarn and do some scrubbies? I don't know. I just feel like every time I have had something at my booth, oh, Celeste is interested in the orange apparently. Every single time I have offered something at my crochet booth or table that is not plushies, it hasn't sold well. Like the very first year I was doing markets, I sold like pot holders, or tried to, and also ear warmers, and people just like overlooked them because they were just, I don't know, distracted by the plushies. So I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a waste of time for me to do scrubbies because I feel like they're just gonna get overlooked in my experience anyways. Where are the turtles? Actually, a friend and subscriber sent me this, and I have it now on my whips bag. It's so cute. It's literally perfect. It's Aware of the Turtles, and it's also yarn. Look at how cute this little gnome and mushroom and bee tape measure is. Cute. Oh, you know what? I'm almost out of gold embroidery floss, so I should pick up some more of that while I'm here. It's okay that they're not on sale. I mean, it would save me like a cent to wait till it's on sale. But, oh yeah, this is it right here. This is the one that I like to use. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, we got another thing stuck to it. Back to the cotton wheels here. That is a lovely color. That would be adorable for blankets and hats for the NICU babies. Also, this is so incredibly soft. I swear Hobby Lobby has the softest cotton yarn that I have ever felt. Nothing like Sugar and Cream. Sugar and Cream is like sandpaper. Like you're gonna get calloused hands using that trash. This though, this is luxurious velour. Very dainty, very mindful, very demure. Okay, unfortunately, no yarn today. I don't need any hooks or anything. Ooh, what's this? This is cool. Hand-dyed yarn for $22.99. Who's out there who's bougie, who uses the hand-dyed yarn? Ooh, that's a pretty colorway. Look at how pretty that is. It reminds me of Ariel. This is the I Love This Chunky. I like that name. In the color Herb Garden. Herb Garden. I always say the word herb like a Brit, and I always omit the H. One time we went to Cheesecake Factory, and I was like, I'll have the herb crusted chicken. And they're like, what are you, British? I was like, I don't know. I thought you could say it both ways. Ooh, this ethereal eyelash. This would be nice to make a sweater out of. It's kind of similar to that yarn actually that I got on Amazon that'll be here tomorrow. Gosh, I want to work on her sweater. So it's like I want to get this now so I can work on it. But I just need to be patient. I mean, it's going to be here tomorrow. And tonight I got to film my video and finish my creature and finish the collar of the sweater. So I'm not going to get it now because the yarn that I actually bought for it will be here very soon. I just need to be patient, but patience is a virtue that I don't have. Ooh, we could get some fabric here to put the little collar on the sweater. I mentioned that I had some, but it is just white. And I feel like I should use a color because the sweater itself is going to be white. Celeste is wearing her little bonnet, so we have it to color match. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to use cotton, although that sparkly fabric is very fun. I need to borrow your bonnet. Can I borrow it? I was thinking maybe like a blush like that would be pretty. There's blush in this yarn. So this is actually a flannel, not a cotton. I think it's a flannel. It feels like it. Okay, I like that. Or we could go more neutral and do like a yellow. That looks awful on camera. Never mind. I don't know. I'm leaning toward the pink. But if not the pink, actually, was there like a mint color over here? Oh yeah, there is. Look. Or the mint. Here's a brighter pink. I think I like the blush. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the blush, my friends. You say, you say bye-bye? Bye. Thank you for your help. Oh my gosh, she's such a chatty Kathy. She's a chatty Celeste. Okay, so I got my fabric. I noticed that The hardware was 50% off this week, and I have been wanting to get some new poles for the my yarn storage, the IKEA bookshelves, because the little poles that are on there now are just little tiny like circles. They're very difficult for me to open just in general when my hands are cold because they're so small, and there's nothing, they kind of look like this, but they don't even have that ledge there for me to hold on to. So when I have arms full of yarn, it's like impossible for me to open the cabinets. So I wanted to get some nice big poles that are easy for me to use. I saw these butterflies, which I thought were really beautiful. They have like marbling in them. I liked those. There's also these little clouds, which are very appropriate. It's turned to the side. We could also get a man. The swans I like. Let's see what else. We have the little bows, which would match the bow hanger that we have in there. What else is there that is really jumping out to me? I mean, the geodes are fun, but I don't want the baby to hit her head on that and crack her skull open. What else? There are a lot of fun poles here, honestly. Oh my gosh, I've never seen this before here. Wait, should I get this for a coat hook? I think maybe I should get this to hang my coat on. It is a little bit chipped, but that's okay. Kind of adds a little bit of charm. Ooh, or there's that one down there. What does this look like? This is a lot more lightweight. Oh gosh, they're all tangled. Oh, it's got a little bee. Oh, that's really pretty. This I would put inside the house. Okay, there's also a disco ball down there, which is fun. You know, for the vibes. Oh, the swan. Oh, should we get the swan? I always am drawn to swan things. Gosh, there are a lot of cute options. So here's the thing. I like the butterflies a lot better, but the handles are so close to each other that I think that these are way too big. I don't think I'm gonna have room to put two of the butterflies next to each other. So we are going to go with the clouds. Ooh, here's all the resin stuff. Guys, I want to make soap. I really want to start to open a soap business. Somebody talk me out of it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it would be very relaxing to make soap. And I kind of just want to full send into doing it. I've had the stuff in my Amazon cart to start soap making for like 3 years at this point. Am I delusional? It's not delusion, it's DiGiorno. Should we do it? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna let my inner demons win here. I have markets to prep for, multiple day giant markets to prep for. So we gotta stick with crochet. But if you see me making soap sometime soon, just know it's coming. I decided I'm gonna get the pink bow coat hook for the office. Here we are at Michael's. Look at all the love heart stuff. Ooh, these are fun little candles. Ooh, I would put those in the shed, but they're gonna melt when summer comes around. Okay, let's pick up my order. Ooh, look at all this big yarn. Okay, is it under my maiden name? It might be. Or because it's yarn, usually you have to pick that up front. The goods are secured. Let's feel these and make sure that they feel okay. Here's this demi pearl. That feels really good. That actually feels better than the other skein that I was working with. Then we have this blue for the blue tigers, and that feels good. There's a factory knot right there, but that's okay. Oops. And then we have the gray. Oh, this burnout gray feels really nice. Okay, that feels fantastic. Oh, score. Okay, now while we're here, we need to pick up some more of that yarn for her sweater, the facets yarn. This Michael's has a very small yarn section, so I doubt we're gonna find anything else that we like, but we'll see. Ooh, skyscape, interesting. What are these? burnout blanket all in one. Ooh, it doesn't feel good though, but the colors are pretty. There's a woman laughing at my commentary. Here's this ombre that we were going to use for the sweater, which is beautiful. So beautiful, but I am glad that we opted for the facets instead because this is very thin. What size is this? A light? Yeah, I would say, I mean, that is a very light 3 weight. I would dare say that it's on the edge of a 2. But, well, actually, here's the facets right here. You can see the difference. So the thing about this facets yarn that a lot of people don't like based on reviews is that the width of it varies. Okay, it's not that much thicker. I feel like it's thicker. But the width of it varies because it is not machine spun. Oh, I didn't know they had sparkly ones. Sorry, squirrel. Anyways, so some parts of it are very thin and then other parts are very thick. And if that's something that would bother you, then probably don't use this yarn. That is a really pretty colorway too. Okay, now the question is, do they have the color that I need? It said online that they did. The color is called chalk. And I'm not seeing it. Oh gosh. Okay, I might have to dig through here. That one's so pretty. It looks like a sunset. And then this one is gorgeous too with the sparkles. Wow. I mean, if you can work with this yarn because of the difference in the size of it and the splitting and stuff, you know, if you can get past that, gosh, they have beautiful colors. Look at that one. Looks like a sunset too. Well, the only color that I need is not sold at this location. But they have 13 in stock at the other Michael's, which is like 40 minutes away. Here's the Feels Like Bliss. I kind of want to get some because I'm upset now, so I want to drown my sorrows in yarn. They do have a lot of the demi pearl here though. They did not have this much of it last time. That's a pretty color. What's that called? Mediterranean. Interesting. They've got another skein of that blue that I picked up. Yeah, that one's nice and soft. I'm not going to get it though. All of their burnout looks very soft, very nice. Oh, that's kind of a similar color to that Mediterranean. That purple feels really good. You know, I'm happy that I didn't get the gray because, or the dark gray, I mean, because this does not feel great. The one that I got in the lighter color feels phenomenal though. I mean, I could have just exchanged it, but still. All right, we're not getting anything here because I don't have what I need. What do you think, Ryan? Should we go to the other one?
I mean, we could get the fluffy yarn.
We could get the fluffy yarn, but it's not what I need. Oh, here are some of the Caron cakes. Oh, here's the latte cakes. Let's feel it. Okay, here's the latte cake, just so I know for the future. Oh, okay, that is soft. I think it's a lot fuzzier though than the Colorama. Oh my gosh, the cloud cakes, you guys. Oh my gosh, it feels so nice. Oh, I could stroke that all day long, but I'm not gonna. Do they have the Colorama here so that we can feel it again? I mean, like I mentioned the other night, I have worked with it before. It feels very similar to the cloud cakes, but it has a little bit more texture. It's kind of like a mix between the cloud and the latte cakes. What is this? Macchiato? That's just like, I don't know, it feels like normal yarn. Ooh, that doesn't feel good. Cotton cakes. Yep. See, that's like the nasty cotton, not the luxurious Hobby Lobby cotton. The baby cakes, that's what I call Celeste. That is a very cute colorway though. Okay, it looks like they don't have the Colorama here for us to put our grubby paws on. So this was a short trip, but I guess we will head out and we may or may not be going to the other location. We'll see. We made a stop at Target because rumor has it that they have some new yarn here, burnout blanket variegated yarn that looks really pretty. So I want to check it out, see if I can get my paws on some. I was already distracted by the dollar spot. Look at this little, what is this, a cup? A vase? I don't know. And these little, not crock pots, like the La Crusette things. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I'm not that fancy, man. I make microwave meals. Okay, well that was also short-lived because I just asked and they don't have it at this store. So, yeah, we're striking out this afternoon, my friends. We're here at the second Michael's. We decided since we're out, we might as well come and get what I need. Ooh, look at these tiger pillows. It's like a snake tiger. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I freaking love fake food. If you know me, you know that I am obsessed with fake food. And these little vases, are you kidding me? Do I need the banana vase? I mean, of course I don't need it, but do I want it? Yes, I do. Ooh, their florals are on sale here, so maybe I can find some hanging plants here. Look at these. Oh my gosh, those are so cute. I like these pink wisteria. That would look pretty hanging. How much are these? Probably too much because it's Michael's. Oh, there's a hair in it and it is brown / black, so I know it's not mine, but I'm just gonna touch it. $16.99. Well, it is 40% off though. Oh my gosh, how did I miss these pastel like baby breath? Oh, I'm gonna need some of those. Getting a cart. I am getting a cart because I really like these. And I don't want to have to hold on to them during my shopping trip. Ryan and Celeste went to the other side of the parking lot to go get Chipotle for dinner because that is a great source of protein for me. Chicken and beans in a bowl and cheese. That's all I get there, but I have good protein and I gotta watch my protein post-surgery now. Okay, how many of these do I want to get? Well, I already have a vase at home that I can definitely add these to. I don't even know how much these are. They are $7.99, 40% off. That's not too bad. And I have a return here, so we'll get some money back. Oh, perfect. Here they have hanging plants. This is exactly what we need. The disco balls. I like the little macrame hangers. How much are these? I could probably make this, but honestly, for like the $6 that it is, it's not worth me putting in the hours to make it and the cost of materials. So I like this one. Oh, then there's this one that's like a triangle. Maybe we'll get 2 of them so that we can hang like one high, one low. I'm thinking about putting these over the refrigerator, by the way, if you're wondering what my vision is. Now, what kind of greenery do we like? I am normally drawn to like eucalyptus. Oh my gosh, this feels so real. It's like rubber. Yeah, I do really like eucalyptus. I like the look of that. So maybe we'll get this one. How much is this? It does not have a price on it. Interesting. Okay. All right, I decided to get the purple hanging wisteria. I think that's gonna be really pretty in the little macrame hangers. I'm over at the yarn now. Ooh, do I need more white actually? No, I don't think that I do. I do think that I have a full skein of it. I like always keeping red, white, brown, and then that smoothie bowl color, which is like a purple, for the chicken combs, but those are the only colors in the baby bear or the posh that I keep on hand. Okay, here is my facets yarn and look at all of this color. That is exactly what I need. Oh, this colorway wasn't at the other Michael's, I don't think. That's really pretty. Let's get one from the back that a lot of people haven't put their grubby paws on. Ooh, this one looks like it's like, I don't know, thinner in general. Interesting. Look at the difference. how thick that one is and how thin that one is. Let's see if we can find a nice skein. This one in the back maybe looks good. Oh, that one looks nice and thick and untouched by humanity. Let's add that to the cart and put these babies back. So of course they do have the buy two get one free, but I don't need any more yarn. So I think I'm just gonna use my 30% off regular price item to get that one skein. Ooh, that does not feel good. That feels bad. That feels nice. That feels nice. Have I ever used this colorway before? I don't know. I like it. I don't know what I would use it on though. I've definitely used the pink before. Let's see if they have anything else. Oh, that's a cool purple color. Wow, that really stuck out to me with how vibrant that is and rich. That's beautiful. Well, it looks like they're more stocked on Demi-Pearl here than they were the last time that we came to this location. But I have all the Demi-Pearl that I think I want and need. So we're not going to pick any more up. Look at me being so good and not overbuying. Ooh, what's on clearance? What is this? Ooh, burlap felted. Oh, that does not feel good. Nope. See, based on the texture, I thought it was going to feel like the burlap fluffy, which is what Ryan loves, but it does not. It is very rough, very, very coarse. It feels like a fuzzy rope. Here's the cloud cakes. Oh, had to just give it a little finger. You know, we're here. We got to do it. But they don't have any of the Colorama cakes here either. Maybe they only carried it at Joann's, because I remember when I bought mine, it was definitely from Joann's. Oh, and then here's the Woobles like yarn, the Cuddle Craft Tube. Yeah, use this if you like the Woobles yarn, although I don't know what maniacs out there like using the Woobles yarn. Unless you're a beginner, then fine, but I don't know any experienced crocheter who chooses to use the craft tube yarn and not like any other type of yarn. They still have all this Christmas stuff here at 70% off. They're just being real stubborn and not marking it down, even though it probably should definitely be marked down a lot lower at this point. Ooh, is this Crochet by Jenna's book? It is. I've had this in my Amazon cart for a long time. Maybe I should finally get it. You know what? Right now, let's do our secret emoji of the day. Let's do the little sparkle stars. Comment a star if you are watching this part of the video. How much is this? $24.99. I definitely feel like that's a lot cheaper on Amazon. So I'll be getting it there if I decide to get it. Finally got the yarn, as well as some hanging planters that I have been on the hunt for months at this point. Okay, so we are home now. It's actually been a few hours. I just finished the collar for Elsie's sweater, and I followed the pattern. It said to do 96 rows for the 12 to 18 month collar, and it looks really big. I mean, she does have a big head, so we got to get it over her head. But I don't know. It just looks big. So before I move on, I'm going to use one of her other sweaters to see the sizing. Okay, update. Yeah, this is gigantic. Like, I know it needs to fit over her head, but damn. Okay, I feel like that is good. Yeah. So I am going to undo just a couple of rows here. Fortunately, that's not too much time wasted, but yeah, we still want the sweater to be big, you know, so that she can wear it for multiple winters, but that was like, she would drown in that. I also finished my little forest guardian here. Look at how cute. The mushrooms don't super look like mushrooms. I think that they're believable enough. I ended up just using the sage green yarn to do the stems on them because I was too lazy to go out to the shed to get brown. Love the burnout blanket on the inside of the ears. And then, like I said, I use that green fur yarn to make it look like moss. And then I didn't do a puff tail. I just did like a little patch on the booty right there. But I think that that's fine enough for a tail. I think it's okay without it. So now that those two things are done, it is almost midnight, but I need to go outside while I have all my clown makeup on, go film this week's makes video, and then since the baby's asleep and Ryan is off tonight, we are going to film the first episode of the Cosmic Couch podcast. Woohoo! So yeah, we've got a long night ahead and then shower and bedtime, so I'm probably not going to check in again tonight, but I'll see you tomorrow, and our fuzzy white yarn should be here so we can start on the sweater. Whippy! Good morning / evening. It is 5 p.m. I have spent the past like 4 hours editing 2 videos. I just finished editing my this week's makes that I filmed yesterday, and I just finished filming or editing, the first episode of the Cosmic Couch podcast. Also, I'm kind of losing my voice from all of the filming and talking. So right now I am going to make a new end screen for the podcast specifically, and so that it's not like the same end screen that I use on all my other videos. And I also think that I'm going to draw a little logo for the Cosmic Couch on my iPad. I haven't checked the mail to see if our yarn came in. If it has, we'll start on the sweater a little bit later, but once Les wakes up from her nap, there are also a few things that we need to go do out in the shed too, like put the new poles on all of the cabinets out there, so I'll take you along with that. And that is the plan for tonight, so I'll see you in a little bit. Sorry for the background noise. Ryan is cleaning the carpet. This is what I came up with for the Cosmic Couch logo. As you can see, I'm working on coloring it, so that's why it looks bad right now. But I think that it looks really cute. There might be too many sparkles. It might be too busy, but for right now, this is what we're going with. So I'm going to finish coloring it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like colored. I did like a gradient thing on the Cosmic Couch, like actual text. And I just outlined the moon, the couch, and this just so that it popped a little bit more, but I still like all of the extra stuff around it. I was thinking though, maybe I should blur it a little bit. Ooh, maybe something similar to that. Well, I could blur it like all the way, but maybe just like a slight little blur like that to make it look like it's glowing. I gotta make the entire thing smaller though if I'm gonna do that. Okay, so that is what it looks like. I'm thinking we should maybe bring down the opacity though on the glow. Maybe like that. Oh yeah, that looks cozy. And then of course it has a completely transparent background, so I can, paste it onto anything that I want to. Is it completely white though? I think it is. Maybe a little bit more of a glow. Yeah, that looks great. Well, I could, hang on, let me see here. I could do like a secondary layer of white here so that it stands out a little bit more. Let's add a blur to that. Like that. I like it. On the camera, it's coming off not as vibrant as it is in person, but you'll see it in the podcast. All right, I think that we are about done here. Okay, and here's what it looks like on the end title card. Woohoo! So no mail showed up today, maybe because of the weather and the snow and stuff here. Jovi is insisting on pets. So my yarn, according to Amazon, has been delayed, so it's not going to be here until tomorrow. But it's now 10:30 p.m. We're going to go out to the shed and do a little bit of work. And then I need to work on some Etsy orders, some cereal bowl wall art. I need to add the milk to the cereal tonight. So let's do that. Here are all my cereal bowls. They already have the first coat on them. Yes, they are taking over my dining room because it is so cold outside that the materials that I use, like the spray paint for the bowls and everything, just like cracks. These all need second coats of spray paint, which we'll do tomorrow in the daylight. So I got to add the milk to all these and yeah, get them boxed up later this week once that is cured. All of the milk is done. Let's head out to the studio. So, this morning I printed my new Yarn Puppy stickers. I got 3 sticker sheets and then the printer jammed overnight. And I can't deal. I can't deal with printer jams. That's Ryan's job. Right now he's, woo, that was loud. He's hanging that little bow hook for me for jackets and whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and put these into my Cricut and get them cut. And also I've got a few orders to pack while I'm out here, so I'm going to do that too. This is the first time that I'm cutting these, so fingers crossed that the Cricut behaves itself, otherwise I will be putting it in timeout. I'm going to do clear laminate on these because I have clear laminate on the cat ones. Look at this. Installing laminate like a profesh. Like a pro. I mean, it is kind of my job. But, here goes nothing, I guess. Of course, I need to sign all of my little cards for those who like to keep them as keepsakes. So far, so good. Also, apparently, I actually only got 2 pages, so hopefully that'll be enough stickers to get us started for the launch. Probably will be. Also, I've got a little thing of Junior Mints here. Yes, I do enjoy snacking on, oh, wrong direction. I do enjoy snacking on my stuff over there. Moment of truth here. Ooh, okay. We got a clean cut. All right, so Yarn Doggy stickers officially available. Oh my goodness, Jasmine got a ton of stickers. She got a professional hobby collector sticker, a spicy book club sticker, a yarn kitty sticker, blue chicken, yarn chicken champ, a crochet helper sticker, and both a little Katie and Ryan chibi. So since she's such a good customer, I'm gonna give her a few freebies too. I'm gonna throw in a Kevin the Mushy Boy as well as a Lorelei Animal Crossing villager for her. Thank you, Jasmine. And I'm about to pack Wendy's order, so Wendy, you're up next. Wendy got 2 Yarn Kitty stickers. Who are you gonna give the other one to, Wendy? Also, I'm sorry, the lighting is absolutely atrocious. It's not doing any favors to my very high quality stickers. The other page just finished. Ryan is putting in those new poles for me. Let's see how it looks. Step to the side, give us a Vanna White. Ooh. Ah. So even with the clouds going sideways, they are too wide to fit on the cabinet. So we're putting the clouds like facing each other with the straight ways that, yeah, facing each other. Yeah, but it looks good. Wow, beautiful. Here are all the poles up close. I think that they're really cute. I like the little bit of gold on them. They add a little air of classiness. We like classy. Oh, and here is the little hook hung up. Perfect. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna give Wendy a Kevin the Mushy Boy sticker too. Hang on, let me show you this in the light. There we go. That's much better. So I didn't film any of this, but I just spent about an hour making custom eyes for my friend Mary Beth, who asked me to do like blue-green galaxy eyes. And I love the way that they turned out, so I made a couple of pairs. Look at how pretty they are. They look like little galaxies, little stars in them, a few small little sparkles, and the blue-green, like, I don't know, galaxy. I made 4 pairs of them, but I still have some epoxy left over. It is 1 a.m. and I want to go in and shower and eat dinner. So the few nights, I think I'll probably come out and make a couple more. So I am here at Sherwin-Williams today. Ryan is playing with the spinny thing because
I want to see what the most popular ones are.
I see it. Wait, is the color that I picked one of the most popular? It is not. So they finally came and fixed the door on the shed. So I'm here today picking out a color to paint it, and I have selected Great Mist. Oh my gosh, my nail has orange paint stuck under it for making safety eyes, and that looks so gross. Oh my gosh, don't look at that. But anyways, I picked this color called Great Mist. It's like a really soft muted purple. This purple color I have used before because I had made that sign, that hanging sign for my markets of my logo, and my logo is this color exactly. Look, you can see compared to my sweatshirt, which is definitely like purple, this is a lot more muted, has kind of like a cooler, almost bluish tint to it. There's stuff all over this sweatshirt too. I am a hot mess today, you guys. Look, I'm a mom to a toddler, okay? Give me some slack here. But anywho, so I got a color to go here. We're going to paint the door. My baby is hanging out with my mom today, so I don't have to worry about her. Ryan's got to leave for work soon, so it's just, you want me to paint it that color?
It's so cheerful.
It is very cheerful. What's it called?
Cheerful.
Oh, cheerful.
Yeah.
It is. It's very, very bright. Yellow is Ryan's favorite color, if you did not know. But anyways, we're gonna go home, paint the door, and then I also need to get the window cling up on the door, and hopefully I have enough of that. You know, I was also thinking about doing like a Scandinavian, I think it's Scandinavian, right? Like door decoration. Like I think of like Arendelle, like in Frozen, you know how the doors have like the little like swirlies and dots and stuff painted on them? I was thinking about doing something like that in the shed, and I feel like all of these colors would be really fun because they're kind of like pastel tones, but they're a lot more vibrant than just like like these are true pastels. These are a lot more vibrant, but not super duper saturated, if that makes sense. I feel like all of those would be really nice, but I don't need that much paint, and it would be very expensive for me to get samples of all those colors. So I think I'll just probably, if I decide to go that route and do door decoration, I will just take this little swatch over to Walmart or Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something if we go out soon, and get some just little acrylic paint. Look at how pretty it is out today. By the way, welcome to our hometown, Greensburg, the city with the tree growing out of the clock tower. Anywho, we got the paint, so let's go home and get to work. So this is an outswing door now, which is what I had ordered, but they gave me an in-swing door. So it's gonna take a little bit getting used to the door swinging out. I feel like it's kind of a pain when you're like carrying stuff for it to swing out. However, I would rather deal with that inconvenience than have a big gust of wind come through here during tornado season in the spring and blow the door open and lift up my shed and carry it off into the air. So we're gonna deal with the outswing. Also, I'm gonna need to take those stickers off again. Look at how pretty that looks.
Oh, wow.
With the light coming through. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, also, it definitely needs to be repainted. They did a number. Oh, they gave you paint?
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, they did a number installing this door. Also, the floor definitely needs to be cleaned. We did put a tarp down for all of their muddy shoes. And it's a good thing that we did, because based on the how the tarp was looking, it would have been no bueno on the rug. Oh my gosh, I almost tripped over my dolphins. I backed up right into it. Okay, so apparently there's a gap in the wallpaper up top because the trim is a little bit shorter. Also, oh gosh, we've got rivets now.
Yeah.
They didn't use a staple gun?
I said those are our nails. It's just they're
Oh, wow.
big head nails.
Those are beefy nails.
Yeah.
Also down there is cracked. We're going to just have to paint in that little gap right there and then hope that nobody notices. I also am going to need to fix the wallpaper because they pulled it up a little bit when uninstalling the old trim. So yeah, that's what we're working on right now. Let's get to work. It's done. Look at it. It looks so cute. It looks like the Friends door with the purple. There are some parts that are still wet, so that's why it looks kind of splotchy, because I just went and did a second coat on it. But I think that it looks really nice. I went ahead and painted both the trim. So the trim pieces are actually too narrow for the door frame, so I painted the door frame. Is that a oh, yep, that's a brush hair. Touch that up really quickly. But I was saying that I went ahead and painted the door trim so that way it all kind of looks seamless. So I need to order some more window cling like I have on the other windows. I love the way that the rainbow shines through them. I need to order more though because I don't have a piece big enough for this. On the other door that I had, the molding was on the inside, so I was just gonna cut individual pieces. So I have enough for that, but the piece that I have left over is not going to be enough to cover this whole thing. Look at all these options. Also, they've got some stuff over here that I could possibly use for making safety eyes, which is not what this video is, but if you have a local Walmart and want to get into eye making, they have some little charms here as well as some glitter. I mean, the selection isn't huge, but it's something. Okay, let's pick out our colors here. I'm not going to be able to film this, actually. I didn't think this through because I need to look at my phone for my inspo pick. Okay, so here's the thing, is none of these colors are exact to what I had in my Procreate file. All of them are very bright, so I'm gonna get a big thing of white. I actually just went through all my paints and did not have any white. I had to throw it away because there was only a little bit left and it was all crusty. So I'm getting a nice big bottle of white and I am just going to mix it with these colors to lighten them up a little bit because they're very dark. And I definitely want more of a pastel vibe. So I do have little cups that I use to mix my resin in with little lids on them. So I will go ahead and mix the paint in those and then put the lids on them so that way they don't dry out as I'm working, because this is going to take a while to do. So these are the colors that we're going to go with. I also want to get a few little brushes specifically. Yeah, this is what I had in mind. These little ones that I can use for polka dots, because that's just going to be a heck of a lot easier than painting, you know, circles with a normal paintbrush. So we're going to go ahead and pick these up. I'm probably not going to use the big ones, but definitely the little ones and the medium ones. I don't think that there's anything else here that I need, because for the actual like swirls and stuff, I can use my good professional quality paintbrushes. I don't need any of these cheapy ones. I really like that pink color, but that's probably going to be a lot more expensive than these like 99-cent, 98-cent apple barrel ones. Yeah, these are for like actual canvas painting. I don't want to put them on the door. Ooh, the chalk paints are a choice. Those aren't too expensive, and chalk paint looks nice. I ended up switching out the yellow with the chalk paint, and then I actually put the green paint back because I remembered that I have some celery green chalk paint at home. So we'll save a few bucks and just use what we have at home, obviously, but I do not believe I have any of these colors. Like I said, I just went through all my paints, had to throw a lot of them away because it's been a hot minute since I've used acrylic paint, or this, you know, cheap acrylic paint. So this is what we're going with. Okay, so I've got everything set up here. I've got all my paints, I've got some brushes, my little sponges, this little thing that I got on Amazon that helps keep the water clean since I don't have any running water in the shed. So I think we have everything that we need. Oh, we need those little cups. I'll use these with the lids on them. They aren't super big, but I don't think I'm gonna need that much paint. So first things first, we need to draw our design in pencils so that I know what I'm doing. I only have about an hour and a half until it's time to go in. I got to wash this rug. It's very muddy from all the snow melting. So I don't have very much time. So tonight, I don't even know that we're going to get to painting, to be honest. But I have a yardstick here. I think it's too big for the door frame, so I might need to grab a ruler to make sure that lines are straight. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this in, and then we'll see how we're doing on time. Okay, it took that entire time just for me to draw out the design. It is very messy, as you can see, but that's okay because I still have the purple for the door color. So after I do all the accents, I'll go back with a fine brush and then just touch up all of the eraser marks. But this is what it looks like. I'm going to do like dots along the sides here. And I think that it's going to look so cute. I could go all the way around the door and the frame, but I don't really want to do the frame because of this texture in there. This was hard enough to draw on. Like, as you can see, it was a nightmare to draw on. I don't even want to think about how hard it's going to be to draw on that. The only other thing is, I feel like with all of my prints on my fridge here, it might be too busy if I went all the way around. Plus I'm gonna have the window cling. And I kind of like that it gives the illusion of like a Dutch door, which I have always wanted. That's like how I'm gonna know that I made it in life, if I have a cottage in Scotland with a water wheel and a Dutch door. So that's kind of what this looks like, where the pattern's only on the bottom. If you don't know what a Dutch door is, it's like a split in the middle door where you can just open the top and set your pies on the sill to cool. I might end up moving all of my prints after I paint this to see like if it's too busy. We might be able to put them right there, actually. I don't know yet. TBD still. Okay, it's currently 9:30 p.m. So sit back, relax, listen to the pretty music, and enjoy this time lapse of me painting this door, and we'll see how long this takes. It's been over an hour, and that's only as far as I've gotten. I kind of hate it, and I normally do hate my art until it's done. I just am having a suspicion that this is going to be one of those things where the whole trust the process is not going to work. I feel like it's the colors. I love the design. I think that it looks very cute, but I think that the colors are just blah. I don't know. They're like the green is too dark, like too muted, and then like the teal is really saturated. So either I can go get different paint, not at Walmart, since this was like the best of the selection that they had, or I can just stop this, let it dry, and then paint over it. I still have plenty of the door color left. Paint over it, start from scratch, and then draw on my iPad all of the little pieces, cut it out on permanent vinyl on my Cricut over there, and then stick it. And I think that that might be the way to go. That way I can just do like one color vinyl. It's not going to be as colorful, and it's not going to be as fun, but I think that I will end up liking it better. I don't know. I'm going to leave it as it is right now. And then when Ryan is available, he's at work right now, I will ask him what he thinks. The hearts in the middle look really cute. I think that those look adorable in the light pink. I put that dot right there a little bit too low, but you know what? It's hand painted, so the not perfectness of it adds to the charm. The yellow paint, by the way, is a nightmare. It is so incredibly thin that I'm gonna need like 6 coats of it on the door in order to cover it appropriately. So yeah, this is what we're looking like. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Do you think I should keep working on this, or do you think I should go the route of cutting it on the Cricut and then peel and sticking? And wonderful. Now I have yellow paint caked under my nail in addition to the orange to really add to the jaundice vibe. I finally got my yarn in. I love the color. It is definitely like a creamy white. It is so soft. So I am double stranding them because the pack that I got came with 2, so I might as well make it nice and thick and dense and warm. And I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook, which is half a hook size bigger than what the pattern calls for. So this is what it looks like so far. Doing baubles every 3 rounds. I feel like it's really big. I grabbed one of Celeste's little shirts here. This is a 2T, and it fits her like perfectly, even though she's only 15 months old. She's a big girl, just like her mom and dad both. So this, as you can see, laying on Paisley here, this is a little bit bigger. So that's fine because it's a sweater, you know, it can like fit over her PJs or other clothes that she has on, and she can wear something nice and thick under this and it'll still fit, and it'll fit her for the next couple of winters, I hope, at least this year and next year. I love the way that it's working up. This yarn is really nice to work with. I thought that it was going to be like too slippery because I remember last time it being really slippery, but it's really not. I'm enjoying myself doing this. So I am going rogue from the pattern because in the pattern there aren't these lines of baubles. It's just rows of double crochets, but what I'm doing is after 2 rows of double crochet, then I'm doing 1 row of single crochet with the baubles and then like alternating them. So the next row, the baubles are going to be like here, here, here. And yeah, that's what it's looking like. I need to check the pattern and make sure that my stitch count is accurate, because I am, you know, going on a hope and a prayer here and hoping that it'll all be okay. But I am at the start of a new round, so before I continue this, I should maybe count my stitches. Which, if you know me, you know is something that I don't like to do. So I have stitch markers here in where like the arms are going to be. So this stitch marker and this stitch marker here, this is going to be an armhole, and then this is the front, and then here is the other armhole, which I feel like is small. I mean, I don't know. Is that small? And then I feel like the front of it is really big, but I am following the pattern and I have been counting up until the last like 3 rounds because it's just the same thing over and over. So as long as I didn't accidentally increase or decrease, it should, my stitch count should be good. I just feel like that arm is really small. I mean, there is the arm to her current thing. And yeah, that's small. So I'm confused. Maybe, well, see, I have little V stitches here because that's what the pattern tells you to do. So the arm should line up with the V stitches, right? And then there's the V stitches on the back as well. I mean, with this fluffy yarn, it's kind of hard to tell, honestly, that they're there. I mean, I could, I guess. Well, no, because there's also increases here. I was going to say I could just move the arm over where I actually attach it to make it bigger. I don't know about this, you guys. So it actually looks like from stitch marker to stitch marker for the front panel, it actually looks like it's the exact size of this 2T shirt. The arms are just smaller. And so the collar is bigger. So I don't really know. I feel like the collar is just going to be like super duper loose on her, which I mean, I guess is fine. I feel like it's not going to look as good. It's going to kind of hang down on her instead of be nice and fitted. But I guess I'd rather have that than this collar be too small and then not be able to pull it over her head because then she wouldn't be able to wear it. So I guess I'll keep going with the pattern and hope that it shapes up. Okay, I'm an idiot. I was just reading over the pattern again, and I forgot that we're increasing here on all of the V stitches. So the arms are going to get bigger. This is just like the top. So I have to do 12 rows before connecting the arms, and we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're only halfway there, and this has taken me like 3 hours to do. I crochet so slow when I'm doing flat crochet and not plushies. So this is going to take me a while. Also, I don't know yet how I feel about the color of the baubles. I actually like it on the back better. If you look at the back, I like how it goes like the gray to the blush color. And then I like how you can see the gradient in the band here, but I can't make the back the front because I have this seam right here, which I really don't like. If that wasn't there, or if it was like a slower fade, then I would make this the front of it because I like these color baubles. This one I just feel like it's kind of random, like the green / blue, the teal, and then the blush. But I don't know. We'll see after another couple of rounds of baubles because in the next round it's going to be more like the pink and then the orange and so on and so forth. And it will hopefully work out in a gradient, just like the collar does. But for right now, this blue up here is a little random. So, it is what it is though. Although, since we got the collar fabric, if I attach the collar to this, then I can hide this seam and we can make this the front. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. I just feel like the neck's going to be too big. A collar is going to look weird on her. Like this is looking big. This is looking like it's going to fit her as like a child and not a little toddler. I mean, still a collar would be cute, but I was thinking about doing like a removable collar that like ties in the back or ties in the front so that I could like pair it with her dresses and onesies and things like that too. I mean, I guess there's not really a difference between the front and the back of the sweater, right? So when she's not wearing the collar with it, she can wear this as the front. And then when she is wearing the collar with it, she can wear this as the front. I don't know. I feel like I'm overthinking this. I just got to keep crocheting. Okay. This thing is giant. I'm going to stop here because when the baby wakes up, I need to try this on her. These arms literally fit my arms all the way up to the upper arm, and I have large adult arms, so this is going to be giant on her. She's gonna look like she's wearing like a giant potato sack. But I'm gonna stop here. We'll try this on her and see if it's even worth finishing or frogging. And then I just, spent 6 hours doing this. I've got quite a bit of yarn left, but I would still probably want to frog it if I can. This yarn, the facets, like I mentioned, is very difficult to pull out. So yeah, let's hope that that's not the case. Maybe I could take it to market and sell it, finish it up and then sell it just for a bigger kid. I don't know. We'll see. I'm literally such an idiot. I know why it's so huge. That's what she said. Because I am double stranding and I sized up 0.5 millimeters. I knew that I was sizing up a half a millimeter in terms of hook. So because of that, I went down one size. So I wanted to make the sweater in a 2 to 4T. So I am making it in the size below, which is a 12 to 18 month, I think, or 12 to 16 month with the half size millimeter bigger. But because the pattern is made in a DK weight 3 yarn and I am doubling, this is like a, I don't know, like a weight 5, maybe. That is why it's so big. This is what happens when you don't gauge swatch. You spend 6 hours of time on something that you have to frog. I'm still going to try it on her and we'll see. But I just I don't know why all of a sudden it was like, ding, light bulb. You're an idiot. My brain cells have gone on vacation. Okay, good night. Okay, wait, I'm a double idiot. I just realized that I joined the wrong parts. So this is supposed to be the front. The other armhole that I have as an armhole is supposed to be the back. And then this middle piece is supposed to be sectioned into the arms. That's why the arms are so big and disproportionate. I think it's time for me to go to bed. Good morning. Good afternoon. So I tried the sweater on the baby this morning and it is big, but she's not swimming in it. So that's great. I also went ahead and fixed the whole arm issue. Now that I've had some sleep and I'm feeling better, this looks a lot more correct. I'm watching this movie called The Haunting of the Queen Mary, which is fascinating to me because I did tour the Queen Mary when I was probably 13 years old because I grew up in California. And if you did not know, the Queen Mary is now in Long Beach and you can go take tours of it. I have always been one to feel supernatural presences. I think I have a little bit of a sixth sense. And if you don't believe in ghosts, then you don't believe in ghosts. I personally do. And that is one location where I definitely felt something. It was very haunted. Specifically the pool room. If you have ever toured the Queen Mary, tell me if you felt something in the indoor pool room because it was freaky. Also Alcatraz, I had an actual ghost experience at Alcatraz where some person that wasn't an actual person tapped me on the shoulder and whispered into my right ear, "Hey," with so much force that I could feel their breath on me. And then I turned and there was nobody there. Freaky. Anyways, I'm watching this movie and finishing up the body of the sweater. The only thing right now that I'm really not liking about it, because I'm double stranding this yarn, it is really thick, which is great for warmth. But when I tried it on her, it was like puckering like this. Like, look at how like sturdy it is. Like it's very stiff because the yarn is so stiff. So look, it literally stands up by itself. So I'm hoping that if I throw it in the washer, it will loosen up the fibers a little bit and not be as stiff. Here's the thing, is that the Colorama Halo by Caron, that is machine washable, but the facets yarn says hand wash only. Because there's not very much of it, I'm going to risk putting it in the washing machine just on a gentle cycle in a like a delicates bag, and then I will lay it flat to dry and not risk putting it in the dryer. Or if I do put it in the dryer, I'll definitely put it on cold. But this is what it's looking like so far. I am really liking the little pom-poms on it. I think that it looks really cute. Right now it looks like a little crop top, which is funny to me. I need to look at the pattern and see how many rounds I need to go for the length, because I feel like I'm getting close, and my next round is going to be single crochets with the baubles in like the darker teal color. And then I think I'm going to do 2 more rounds of the double crochets, and then I think that's going to be it for the body, and then we got to go back to do the arms. Many hours later, and I finished the bottom band. This is the or how it worked up on the front. I dropped a stitch right here and then didn't realize until I was like over here, so that I increased to get it back up to where it needs to be. But it's fine. And then this is what it looks like on the back. It's interesting, like the brighter colors worked up on the front and then the more muted colors worked on the back. It just looks like a weird sweater t-shirt right now. So I need to do the sleeves, but honestly, I want to take a break from this. I am very happy with how it's coming out, and the band here at the bottom cinches a little bit so that it, you know, it should hug her nicely. So I'm probably going to do the sleeves tomorrow, because I don't know, I'm in the mood to do some plushy stuff. Okay, it's done. Oh my goodness, that took so long. I hope that the arms are not too short / too long. Is this one longer? No, I don't think so. I think it's just puckering weird. Although this sleeve might be a little bit smaller. Yeah, this sleeve is smaller. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, it's done. I am going to throw it into the washer tonight or tomorrow, and we'll see how it holds up and just keep our fingers crossed that it'll be okay. And then we'll try it on the baby and do the grand reveal with her little sweater and her bonnet. We're at Walmart killing some time before bed, playing in the toy aisle. The sweater has been washed and dried, and happy to report that it held up really well, actually. Try not to get her face in there. It is still puckering, as you can see, but I feel like it's like the perfect size. I honestly don't know that she's going to be able to wear it next winter. It's a little tight around the bottom here, and also a little tight around the wrists. But other than that, and the puckering here in the front, other than that, it looks good. Excuse the pants. She actually has PJs underneath because it's cold. So I wanted her to wear fleece. Oh, you see the barn? You have that at Grandma's house. Nothing to see here, just getting some B-roll of my child in her handmade attire. She's already gotten a few compliments on it. People are like, did you make that? Have you guys seen this Bernat Fab yarn before? I kind of want to get it and try it, but I have no idea what I'd make with it. I mean, obviously you could do baskets, but that would take a lot of yarn, and this stuff is not cheap. I would need to do something not as expensive with it if I wanted to use it. Maybe it would be cute on like the inside of ears on a critter. I kind of like this green one. Definitely naturey. What is this called? This is called Sunflower Garden. I also like this minty one because mint is my favorite color. This one is called In the Garden. Very Bridgerton coated. I'm gonna hold off on getting it for now, but let me know if you have ever worked with the burnout fab. It feels nice. It feels kind of like extra girthy Woobles yarn. So I don't know what size hook I'd use for it, but it looks pleasant. Hopefully a lot more pleasant than the Woobles yarn because that stuff gets very holy when you work with it. So I don't know about the burnout fab. It feels like it would probably stretch like the Woobles yarn, which is no bueno because then you get holes in your work and then the stuffing comes through with amigurumi. You know how it is. My sister just FaceTimed and then said that her outfit was ugly and that she looked like a grandma. And she's like, that's so tacky. If you know Michaela, you know that she knows absolutely nothing about crafting. My sister didn't give the stamp of approval, so make it up to me in the comments, okay? Please. Okay, well, Celeste has gotten like 15 compliments. Not 15. There's like nobody here. But she's gotten quite a few compliments. The compliment to customer ratio at this Walmart is quite high. So you know what? I'm gonna say that the sweater is cute, despite what my sister says. So I guess right now is going to be our sign off. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to comment that secret emoji of the day. Endless thanks to our members in the Cosmic Couch Club. You guys keep this little galaxy spinning. I can't spin because my legs are hitting the desk, but I tried. I was going for something there. Thank you all so much for watching this very long, girthy vlog with me, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye!